When I approached this boy, you know what he told me? He said, "Is that girl better than my mother? My father used to beat my mother. So what's the big deal?" Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, according to your time. I'm Pastor Mrs Bariwei once again on The Ideal Woman. You know, the last time I talked about how the mindset of a young lady who wants to get into marriage should be. What should be the mindset of a young lady trying to build a good home? Now, that topic, I think it had a wide audience, and I got a lot of questions from it. Today, I'm not going to go into what the mindset should be, like I said before, but I'm going to answer some of the questions that were asked. You know, one Mrs. Helen Arelogbe asked, "Madam, the program is really good. I'm learning from it. But you see that most men or most women are ready to build, that most girls have been trained from childhood concerning this, but the men are not well informed about their marriages, on marriages." You see, she went further to say that these things are the ethics that our parents create in us as women before we go into marriage as we are growing up. It's a very good observation, but I'm going to doubt it. Because in the world of now, we are not talking of our time. In the world of now, why are there so much marriage breakage and everything? Why? You know, there is something what the parents are not doing that our parents were doing. You rightly said that, yes, we were inculcated with these ideas. But how many mothers sit their children down these days to say this is how it should be? This is how it should be when you get married. They are rare. Because of what? Because all mothers, all parents are striving for money. They're looking for money, 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 and the children are not cared for. Like I said in one of my episodes, that it is house helps that take care of our children for us these days. I'm not going to ignore that outrightly. Most parents actually make mistake in bringing up their male children. They feel the male child is the ultimate. The male child, there are certain things the child should do in the house and what not to do. But one significant thing they don't know is that these male children, they study the matrimony very well. I come across a guy sometime that beats up the girlfriend. They were not yet married. When I approached this boy, you know what he told me? He said, "Is that girl better than my mother? My father used to beat my mother. So what's the big deal?" Observation. They feel the attitude of the parents that the male children see is like, yeah, they are the law, they are the ego, whatever they say is what goes. No. Our male children should be trained on how to take care of their wives, on how to make their wives their best friend, on how to sit with their wives and plan. But most men, they don't do it. They have this ego. They don't do it. But let me tell you one thing, that an ideal woman, a virtuous woman, would be able to handle it. Abigail was able to handle her husband. No matter the kind of person Nabal was, she was able to manage him. So this is why it is very important for a woman to be well cultured before she goes into marriage. Like I just said, our men are not outrightly counted out in making a home. They are. But the women plays the significant role. The role of patience. You hardly talk to a lot of men to say, hey, bring in an idea. They just see our ideas as no ideas. Even if they want to implement it, they will add one other thing on the so that it may not be that it's the ego that they already have. So if a woman understands this, there will be no problem in the home. If a woman understands this, there is going to be peace in the home. So the men count, yes. We should train up our men to be the best friends of their wives. Whatever we are doing in the home, both the male and the female gender in the house, they are watching. That is what they are going to carry over to their homes. So it actually has to do with the background, the upbringing of the child. So the men also are involved. Yes, I know. But on the ideal woman, there is nothing the ideal woman cannot do. The ideal woman is like a magician. People will be asking, how do you go about this? It's God, because you're going to put God first. In anything you're doing in that home, you are going to put God first. You are going to ask God. By the time you know that your husband, if you bring any plan, any suggestion, he will not take it, go down to your knees in your closet. Let the Holy Spirit work on him. You will be surprised at that thing that you think he will not do. He will just do it according to the way you want it. So an ideal woman cannot go without God. God is the ultimate in everything she does. And again, I want to tell you that, I want to answer that your question that men should be trained. Men should be given house chores to do at home just as girls. There are some boys, they don't know how to enter kitchen at all. Why? And the mothers, they don't care. Say, after all, he's a boy. Leave him alone. Go and do the, you will telling the girls. They go and do the what, he's a boy. So automatically, the wife that particular boy is going to take is going to become a slave to him and the children. That is not marriage. I remember some years back, when my children were still little, my husband would call me, would go and stay in the room. He would go to the kitchen with the children. They would prepare the food. Whether it is good or it's not good, I have no option. I would say, oh, the food is delicious. They did me good. They show me love. They try to tell me that I'm not the only one that can enter kitchen. That shows that he was entering kitchen while he was in the mother's home. He was being of help to the mother while he was still with the mother. That is how it should be. And most men that do not allow their wives to do whatever they have to do to contribute to the home in terms of planning, a lot of them are insecure. And these are the things a woman should look out for in a man. We should not hurry into marriage. To every man, there is a woman. To every woman, there is a man. I advise our girls to watch very well. Not to hurry into marriage. They must watch the kind of man they are going out with. They must not hurry, say, oh, I want to get married. My mates are married. That is where a lot of the girls are making mistakes. I pray that you don't make mistake that will make you hurry into marriage and hurry back. Observe the kind of man you are going out with. Know him. I know you cannot know him totally, but there are some aspects in him. There are certain things, they may be very trivial that you pick. So, thank you for listening today. I appreciate you all. Make your comments. Like I answered to the comment of our sister, I will want you to bring your comments and your answers and wherever you are not cleared with, and I'm going to analyze it. But for the ladies, for you to become an ideal lady and you want to walk well in your home, you have to look well before you leap. Don't be in a hurry. Don't be in a hurry into marriage. Marriage is not what you get into hurriedly. Till I come your way the next time, I want to say I love you and I appreciate you. Continue reading and continue putting in your input. I'll be glad. Thank you. Bye.